Alright, well, what we're going to do now is we're going to build our walls so that we can get basically our arena built. So we're going to use shapes for this project. We're going to use a rectangle, and what we have determined is a 25 by 25 length and width square. So I hit create using the keyboard entry. I'm in the front view, and the reason why is I want to make sure that it stays on this axis, on this origin point. So I'll move this up. And right now, if I go ahead and add, right click, mesh editing, I can add an extrude, and we'll make that, I think it was 2. We have a basic wall. So let's go ahead and name it wall 0, 0. And now what I'm going to do is I want to make a wall with a window. So I'm going to make a copy. So what I do here is I hold shift and move in the X, make a copy. And I want to isolate, which is Alt Q, or this blue box right here. And now I'm going into my rectangle. What I need to do here is actually create an editable spline so I can access the vertices, the edges, and the actual segments. So I'm going to go into my button list here and go to Patch Spline Editing. And I'm going to Edit Spline. I'm going to do it below the extrude because the extrude makes it an actual three-dimensional object, and we need to use the actual spline or the shape side of it. So let's go ahead and hide extrude, and in the edit spline I'm going to select the segment, hold shift and scale down. Now if I go and show my extrude, turn on my show end result or the test tube, I have a window. Alright, so let's name that wall win 0, 0. Now let's create an arch window. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this one, make a copy, isolate, arch. What we need to do now is make a circle for the arch, for the top part of the arch. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to lower this down a little bit, go to my front view, create a circle, and the circle radius or diameter will be the same size as the actual rectangle we created. I'm not going to be too worried about the accuracy. I can always fix that in a little bit. So I will select the object that I want to have the circle attached to, which is the actual base wall. So I'll go to Edit Spline, and I go to Attach, I click on Circle, and I can select the circle now, going to my segment mode or my spline mode, scale it up a little bit so it matches. And what I need to do is delete segments. If I delete the vertex off the circle, it's just going to make a little saggy bottom. It's not what we want. We want to actually have that deleted. And then we need to delete this side right here too. Now I've got to get these two verts welded so that we can create a single solid shape so that we can get the cutout. So I select these two verts, and if we weld and it's in the threshold of 0.1, then that's accurate and that's great. That threshold, if it's off, select those two verts, that threshold is too big, so we can make it bigger and see if that'll work. Boom. So now that's a single object. You can tell because right here it'll say spline 2 vert 1 selected. So we have created we've created from 2 verts to a single vert. Go into my extrude, and now we've got our arch window. So I am in isolate mode, and there's our base walls. To keep things a little cleaner, it's always a good idea to change colors while at least you're modeling, so you can tell the difference of what each wall will do. And that is our wall tutorial.